Live from the WACH Fox Studios, this is Good Day Columbia, starting your day the local way, right now.
Good Friday morning, everyone. I'm Freddie Clairvaux. Thank you so much for joining us for a special edition of Good Day Columbia in your town. We're in Batesburg-Leesville. Folks, we've been here since 5 o'clock this morning learning about the town, learning about the history, learning about great things, including the South Carolina Poultry Fest. But you don't want to miss this hour because coming up in about 10 minutes, folks, we get to sit down exclusively with the newly elected sheriff of Lexington County, Jay Kuhn. He is here, and you want to hear what he has to say about moving the town, or the county forward. And of course, apart from that, we have Tyler Ryan, our Food Fridays, who's making all that good barbecue, showing you all what you need to know, especially from here, being from a small town. And then Joe Pollock, you just saw him a few moments ago, the monkey. Yeah, he'll be back for some more stuff, too. But right now, we're going to toss it to the studio where the ladies are holding it down. Britt Conway and Lauren Oleski. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning,
Hey there, Friendly. I have to say we're a little bit jealous.
What, the monkey?
Joe gets to hold monkeys
So
and watch border collies run around with monkeys on their back herding sheep, apparently, is what's going to happen later.
That's the dream right there.
That's the dream. We are having a lot of fun doing these Your Town segments. Actually, of course, today is Batesburg-Leesville. Next week is Camden. We'll be live in Your Town in Camden next Friday. But of course, we'll always make sure that somebody is back here in the studio so that you know what's going on in other parts of your coverage area. We've got your headlines, we've got your weather. Lauren, we might see some rain Sunday. We're in the clear today?
Yeah, we could see some rain today. Better chances Saturday, even better chances Sunday.
Okay.
We've got our first named storm of the season, but don't worry. Anna, let it go. Not too much rain with it, which will be nice. The coast will see more effects. Let's take a look right now what we're seeing across our SkyWatch Doppler radar. We're not really seeing anything. We've got a beautiful start here in the Midlands right now. We could see a brief passing shower later today, but again, better chances of everything, rain, higher wind speeds. It's all going to stay further down near the coast. 67 degrees in Columbia right now. We're starting to warm up a little bit quicker. 66 in Lexington, 61 in Newberry. Winnsboro's at 63, 66 in Sumter, 63 out in Manning. So what effects are we going to see from Anna? Well, we'll talk more about them coming up in my next update.
Thanks, Lauren. Well, time now for a look at your morning headlines, and then we'll send everything back out to Batesburg-Leesville. This morning, deputies in Aiken need your help. They're looking for two people they say are armed and dangerous. And they think these two people beat an 81-year-old man to death. And this is 33-year-old Donald Hurdicant Jr. and 33-year-old Sandra Marie Evans. You'll see her picture right here. Well, apparently they knew the victim, 81-year-old Claude Ward. And the coroner said he died from being beaten. He was found dead in his home in Aiken on Wednesday. And these two are now facing murder and burglary charges. They could be driving in a 2013 Toyota Tundra. If you know where they might be, call Crime Stoppers. A teenager in Orangeburg County is in some big trouble right now after making multiple threats against Lake Marion High School. Investigators say 17-year-old Terrell Whaley, who you see right here, this was actually his bond hearing. He made 5 threats since last month, and during one of those calls, deputies say he told the person on the line that he hated Lake Marion High School and was going to blow it up.
They need to know that this is something that we take seriously, and we, with the manpower that we have to put out there doing the actual bomb threat, we're going to put double the manpower out there to catch whoever's doing it. And right now we have the technology to run them down. So we're going to get you.
Now, that 17-year-old is now facing a couple of charges, including making bomb threats and conveying false information about bomb threats. And it means he could face up to 10 years in prison. And deputies say there might be even more arrests in this case as well. Now, this morning, we're learning more about another officer-involved shooting in South Carolina. Now, this is the 17th this year. Information is still coming in, but all of this happened yesterday during a home invasion in Charleston. And the guy who owns the house is the one who got shot. A SLED is investigating right now, but here's what we know so far. We're told 2 men walked into a house in Charleston while the man who lives there was in the laundry room. Well, that's apparently when the neighbor called 911. And when officers got there, they found the homeowner holding a gun, and he'd started shooting at the intruders, who ended up getting away on bikes. Well, deputies say they ordered the homeowner to put the gun down, but he didn't. So they say they shot him, hitting him in the neck. Still no word on how he's doing right now. A police report identifying both the homeowner and the deputy will be released today. 2 teenagers in Newberry County are still missing right now. They've been gone for more than a week. 15-year-old Jonathan Dennis And in a moment, you'll see a picture of 16-year-old Alicia Skipper. Apparently, they ran away from home, but investigators are worried that they might be in danger. Last night, the community hosted a prayer vigil for those teens. They had green balloons, as you can see out there. At one point, they released those balloons, a symbol of the positive thoughts they're sending to those two kids.
Come home or just text us and let us know you're okay, because the sleepless nights of not knowing if you have food or clothing is just unbearable.
I just want them to come home. I want them to know that our arms are wide open. No matter what choices they've made to this point, our arms are wide open to them, and we are praying for them diligently.
But we're working with all different law enforcement agencies to get the word out, and hopefully somebody will see something and come forward.
Police are actively looking for these two, so if you know anything that can help find them, call the Newberry County Sheriff's Office or the Newberry Police Department. Now, they were last seen driving a white 2006 Hummer H3. If you want more information, if you want to see their pictures again, just go to our website. That's WACH.com. Well, now to another missing persons case, this time in Calhoun County, and SLED is involved here. 41-year-old Paulette Scott hasn't been seen since March 26th, and none of her family has heard from her since then either. Before she disappeared, she apparently told her family she needed to clear her head. If you know where she is or anything that can help police, call Crime Stoppers at 1-888-CRIME-SC. Now, we've finally gotten some information from the Columbia Police Department about this standoff that all started last night at 5 o'clock on Farmview Street. We're told someone called Columbia Police to check on a family member. When police got there, they say the man had barricaded himself inside the house and was threatening to hurt himself. A crisis negotiation team and SWAT team were all called out. The man is believed to be alone in this house. Of course, this is a developing situation, so as soon as we have more information, we'll update you here on Good Day Columbia and our website, watch.com. In your State House Watch this morning, SC State is finally going to get a new board of trustees. That should be in place by next week, in fact. A decision that's been in the works for quite some time, though. Governor Nikki Haley signed a law that removes the current board and replaces it with a temporary fix-it board of sorts. Now, the new members need to be appointed by next Thursday. That's 1 week from when she signed it, which was last evening. Now, the governor has already made her choice, Milton Irvin, a longtime bank executive and current board chair of Castle Oak Securities. He also sits on the president's board of advisors on historically black colleges.
What it means is that South Carolina State can turn the page and move forward toward righting the ship and getting about the business of educating young people in this state.
The new board will serve until 2018. Well, the state's $7 billion budget has just gotten the thumbs up from the Senate. After days of debate, it finally came with a 42-3 vote. Now, the deal includes $800 bonuses for state workers. $4 million would be sent to counties for 2014 ice storm damage, and all of the remaining money would go to counties for state roads. Of course, roads has been the big sticking point here. Now, exactly how much extra money will go into the budget depends on what the Board of Economic Advisors finds when they meet again, and that's set for the 21st. A great news for South Carolina, all thanks to this guy. If he looks familiar, yep, that's Stephen Colbert. The Carolina native and national comedian says he will help pay for every classroom project in South Carolina. Now, that's nearly 1,000 projects at more than 375 schools. He's partnering up with Share Fair Nation and ScanSource to make it happen. The total dollar amount here, $800,000.
Live from the Skywatch Weather Center is Lauren Oleski with your weather forecast.
We've got a nice clear sky in Columbia right now and across the Midlands to get us started on this Friday morning. We've got those tropical storm warnings issued for the coastal waters and tropical storm watches for the coastal counties, and that extends up toward the Outer Banks of North Carolina. So there we go. Tropical storm warning, coastal South Carolina. There's those watches in that lighter pink. That tropical storm, or subtropical storm, I should say, on the way, and those counties will be seeing those tropical storm-like conditions. Small craft advisories issued also because of the elevated winds, picking up all of the waves, messing up smaller boats. So if you have plans this weekend, or if you did have plans this weekend, I should say, to head out to the coast, maybe head out a little bit further to the west. This is the latest on subtropical storm Anna. As of the 8 o'clock advisory, winds are still at 45 miles per hour, but now the storm is stationary, not moving a whole lot right now. Again, we'll continue to keep an eye on this for you. But today, very slow moving. We could see a brief passing shower at times, but better chances and most of the effects will all stay further to the east. Now, the eastern Midlands, you have better chances to see some rain today. Better chances for all of us to see some rain tomorrow and again on Sunday as that system gets closer to the coast. Clouds and sun for the day, maybe a scattered shower. Breezy at times, though, low 80s for the afternoon.
And thanks so much, Lauren. Well, coming up on Good Day Columbia, we're headed back to Batesburg-Leesville, and it's a Food Friday. All morning, Tyler's been talking about barbecue, making my mouth water.
Guys, we've been live and local all morning long at Sheely's Barbecue in Batesburg-Leesville as we are in your town this morning. The GDC team here getting ready for the Poultry Fest and just finding out all the very cool things that they are to see and do and, in fact, taste in Batesburg-Leesville. Sheely's Barbecue, the home of barbecue, I guess it's fair to say. Al Zimmer, you must have hated that name growing up because you were the last for everything.
Absolutely.
Well, now you're first in barbecue. How about that?
Yeah, I love it.
So 45 years, is that about right?
That's exactly right. We've been here 45 years. We've come with a lot of tradition, and like we were talking earlier, a lot of it has to do with our great associates that work here.
Sure.
I mean, you know, continuity is everything. And
you've got wait staff that's been here for 30 years. You've got, you know, we met with TK, who's been here for 30 years as a cook. You don't have that in food service. I think that speaks volumes for the food, but also for the whole family and the way that works down here at Sheely's.
Exactly. I mean, the owner, Thomas Sheely, takes care of his employees. Employees love working for him. It's a great, you know, establishment, a great environment. And, you know, our customer base always comes back. The customers know the waitresses. I mean, it's just a great environment to, you know, be part of and to watch it on a daily basis.
Now, we were down here a while ago with a Food Friday, and there's like a process when you come into Sheely's, right? And you guys got it down. When you walk in, tell me about that real quick.
We call it the corral.
The corral. All right, go ahead.
We get them in this door, and we've got a corral in there, and it's just to keep it organized.
It's like herding cats, right?
Exactly. It's exactly what it is, but it keeps it organized and makes it go a lot quicker.
So you go in, and then it's like pretty much all you. I love the sign. It says, "Take all you want, but eat all you take."
Right. Exactly. We want everyone to get their money's worth. Eat all you want. We just don't want anyone to go home hungry.
Tell you what, my daddy though, I'm not gonna lie. We used to go to the Ponderosa up in Vermont, and he would bring a plastic Ziploc bags and he'd be like chicken wing. Do not try that at Sheely's because Al here will tackle you. In fact, I was going to try to stick it in my man bag, my man purse, last time I was here, and he said, "Tyler, come on back for a second."
I have seen it. It does happen.
What is the very best thing, according to you anyway, on that buffet? Because there's like 100 items there.
Right. I'm a barbecue man. I mean, I love the barbecue. Being from Ohio,
right.
I love the barbecue. One of the things a lot of people like here is what we call the pulley bones.
The pulley bones?
Pulley bones. Pulley bones. And just being from the north to make it easy so people understand it.
He's going to speak slow for me.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the wishbone. Okay, I think, you know the wishbone you break? Okay, well, it's the meat around the wishbone. It's white meat.
Right.
It's great. Yes, fried.
So it's called a
pulley bone.
Pulley bone.
It's fabulous. People come here and they just love it. I mean, that's one of the hot items here is the pulley bones.
Sheely's here on a Food Fridays. We're live and local in your town in Batesburg-Leesville. The Poultry Fest starting today. Come in and check it out. Our Food Friday segment is brought to you by U.S. Food Chef Store. Thank you for that. And I am full of chicken and ribs and everything else we've had this morning at Sheely's Barbecue. Al, thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
Put me in a wheelbarrow, put me in the Foxmobile, and get out of here. Stay with us, guys. We're going to continue on in Batesburg-Leesville, live and local till 9 o'clock on Good Day Columbia.
Welcome back to Good Day Columbia, folks. We are broadcasting live here in Batesburg-Leesville. We've been having a great time all morning long. We've been interviewing so many people here throughout the community, talking about the South Carolina Poultry Festival, talking about what the community has to offer. But right now, of course, what we want to talk about is the law enforcement standpoint. And the top cop, he's in the house, the newly elected sheriff of Lexington County, Sheriff Jay Coon. Good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning. Thanks for having us out.
Absolutely. I know it's bright and early. But thank you for coming. I was like, Sheriff, we need you to be here like at 7. And you were here on time. Yep. So we appreciate that. Sheriff, let's get straight to it. Take us back to the moment when you were sworn and you had to place your hand on that Bible and you were sworn in as the sheriff. Did you think it was still a dream?
Somewhat, Freddie. You know, 2 weeks ago today, I guess, we had the honor of doing that, and we had a lot of great community support through this whole campaign, and that was kind of when everything came together. We had a packed house at the old courthouse, and Judge McMahon gave me that oath and had my family there, so it was a very special day for us.
When you're coming here to Batesburg-Leesville, talking about a small town, about 5,600 people, talk about policing a rural area. How do you all do to make sure that every town has the support they need?
Right. Well, in this case, all cases we get in the community and see what their issues are. This county is very diverse, so we can't do a cookie cutter program. We have to talk to those leaders. In this case, Chief Oswald here at Batesburg-Leesville Police Department does a great job, and we try to offer our assistance in any way to help supplement and give him resources, and we got a great relationship, and we just team up to serve our citizens.
And speaking about serving, you just recently announced a shift in your management team, and we have video of the guys that have been promoted. Talk to us about your management team and how they're going to help you and what's your platform or what you want to do for Lexington County.
Right, we moved a couple people around I think will better serve our needs. Brought in Greg Shockley, who started his career with us here at the county and came 20 years from SLED, so he has a vested interest in our agency also. So I think everybody shares the same belief. We're all stakeholders, and we want to serve our citizens to have a great place to raise our families.
You know, the first sheriff, newly elected sheriff in 42 years. Talk to us about having to gain the public trust. We know circumstances took place before, and now you're the new sheriff. But what are you going to do to ensure the people of Lexington County and South Carolina that they can trust law enforcement?
Right, I think that process started in June with Sheriff McCarty coming in with a great man of integrity, and we just kind of build on that, serve our citizens well, and do our job, and show everybody that we have their best interest in our minds, and just do our jobs.
And speaking about that, one part of doing your job is coming out to be part of the community like this.
Right.
And you've been coming to the South Carolina Poultry Fest for quite some time yourself.
Yeah, it's a great event. It gives these communities a chance to show off their communities. You know, very proud, obviously, great. We got the kids out here this morning, a lot of pride in this community, and it's great for them to spruce up things and bring in these festivals so everybody can come visit and see what it's all about.
All right, Sheriff Jay Kuhn, thank you so much for being here this morning. Really do
so
appreciate your time, sir. And of course, right now we're going to toss it back to Lauren Oleski, who is in downtown Columbia. Hey, Lauren.
Live from the SkyWatch Weather Center is Lauren Oleski with your weather forecast.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all having a nice start to your Friday. You can see winds coming in out of the northeast, picking up a little bit. It'll be a little breezy at times today. Right now, we're seeing winds 14 miles per hour in Sumter and in Camden this morning. A lot of these elevated wind speeds are due to the effects of Ana. And stronger winds right now down near the coast. 15-mile-per-hour winds right now in Charleston, 17 in Myrtle Beach. Florence seeing 15-mile-per-hour wind speeds as well, even 12 miles per hour down in Hilton Head this morning. And as Ana continues to move closer to the coast, those winds will be picking up. So right now, as of the 8 o'clock advisory, this storm is not really moving, remaining stationary. Winds 45 miles per hour right now, and it's still hanging out off the coast. Very slow moving, going to take its time. Not going to be making landfall likely until early on Sunday morning before it makes that hook up to the north, and then will likely go off to the northeast up the coast of the United States. You'll see that here in our future watch that we could get some clouds, some of the cloud bands moving in today. We could see a brief scattered shower today as well. I think we'll get better rain chances though tomorrow as Ana gets a little bit closer to the coast. And we could see another passing shower again on your Sunday for Mother's Day. Not a widespread washout or anything, but a couple showers are possible over the next few days. A cold front gets here on Monday. That will bring us better rain chances to the forecast. We could hit 90 degrees on Tuesday. Yeah, big warm up ahead of that front. But then what it's going to do is drop our temperatures a little bit more by Wednesday. And then on Thursday, that front's going to stall and lift back up to the north to bring rain chances back into the forecast. So I'll keep an eye on subtropical storm Ana for you for the rest of the morning, and the SkyWatch weather team will keep you posted for the rest of the weekend. Be sure to stay with us. We will be back with more Good Day Columbia after the break.
Live from the Watch Fox studio, here is Courtney King with your sports update.
Welcome back to Good Day Columbia, a special edition of In Your Town. We're in Batesburg-Leesville, and Courtney King is here talking all things sports. Good morning, Courtney.
Good morning, Freddie. I actually was riding some of the rides with Destiny.
Yeah, and they were yelling back there. You all went without me.
Well, you're kind of busy.
Oh, right, yeah, you're right. Okay, so afterwards, we'll have to ride this ride.
We rode the freak out, and it was a freak out. I was screaming very loud, but it was a lot of fun. But right now, we're talking football. Yep. We're talking Batesburg-Leesville football. Yeah. I've been saying that all day, right?
Yeah.
And we're talking about Terrence Wilson, the running back, who's kind of going through the recruitment process. But we talked with him about what it's like growing up in a small town and how that shapes him as a player. His head coach, Perry Woolbright, also chipped in.
Football is very important here, and you know, when you don't win, everybody lets you know, to let the coaches know, to let the players know. But also when you win, you know, those same guys that he watched play when he was 4 or 5 years old are coming to watch him play now. You know, and the kids now that are 4 or 5 years old, they're going to be here one day wanting to be just like Terrence Wilson when they play.
Number 23, Terrence Wilson.
It made me, want it more, because a lot of stuff been going, like a lot of good people came through the town, that was good, was good on the field, but in school, and like I just want to be the one to just make the difference, make the family proud.
He's really developed into be a leader for us and has done a great job in that. And, he's done a great job in the classroom. Started off a little behind his freshman year, but he's done a good job seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, knowing what he's got to do to get to college. Because, so many kids nowadays think if I'm good on the field, I can get in college. But, it's getting harder and harder each year. Academics keep going up for the entrance into college. So he's seen that, and he's done a great job turning his academics around and getting back on track where he needs to be to get to where he wants to be after senior year.
Batesburg-Leesville has produced a few NFLers. Edward McDaniel played at Clemson before being drafted by the Minnesota Vikings in the 5th round. 125th overall in 1992. He spent his entire 10-year career with Minnesota. Now, Zachary Bowman, currently a cornerback for the Miami Dolphins, was a Panther before moving to Alaska, then playing at Nebraska. The Chicago Bears selected him in the 2008 NFL Draft. And Maurice Simpkins hails from the town. He currently is a defensive coordinator for the Atlanta Sharks of American Indoor Football. He went undrafted in 2005, spending time with the St. Louis Rams and Green Bay Packers. Also played some indoor football. Moving on, Gamecocks baseball traveling to Texas A&M for 3 starting tonight. Actually, the first time USC baseball visits College Station in school history, and the first time the Gamecocks will play a baseball game in the state of Texas. I know, kind of crazy. Well, this will be a tough matchup as the Aggies rank number 2 in the nation. Carolina does hold a series lead 4 games to none, though. Now, Friendly, you're talking a little bit of Gamecocks softball. The girls fell to Florida 10-1 in the quarterfinals of the SEC tournament. Yeah. Now they wait to hear about their fate in the NCAA tournament selection show Sunday night. And then they'll know what's going on.
All right, Courtney, thank you so much for that. All right, folks, coming up after the break, Britt Conway will have your headlines back in Columbia, and Lauren Lesky will have your forecast. Stay with us. We're live in Batesburg-Leesville.
Live from the WACH Fox Studios, this is Good Day Columbia, starting your day the local way, right now.
Had to glue my teeth in this one.
Welcome back to Good Day Columbia. We are live in Batesburg-Leesville, and we are having a lot of fun. I'm Joe, and this is Jason. Now, Jason is famous in this town. The whole town's come out to see him this morning because Jason has won the chicken calling contest at the South Carolina Poultry Festival for what, 5 years, 6?
5 or 6, something like that. I lost count.
Now, I was told, Jason, that you actually were made to retire from the contest because you won every year.
Well, I was told that they were going to pay me to stay away, but they're going to have to pay me a lot of money because that's some good spending money to get.
So Jason is not retiring. He is he's going to stay in it. So if you want to come out and see it tomorrow night, right? Saturday night is the contest?
Tomorrow morning, 11:30.
11:30 at the South Carolina Poultry Festival. Now, Jason, how did you become a chicken caller?
Growing up in the South, we act crazy. We call chickens, we call hogs, we call pigs, cows. Found out they had a chicken calling contest, and I don't mind acting like an idiot, so I went and done my duty.
What is a chicken call? Does it work? Have you ever actually called a chicken?
I can talk to biddies, but I've never actually got a chicken to come to me.
Okay, but you won the contest, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Now, Jason, I've asked you to do a call this morning, so I'm going to step out of the way and just let you do your thing.
All right,
okay?
I can handle that.
Jason, the world champion chicken caller.
All right, we're going to do Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Yes. Wow, that was impressive. That was impressive. If you want to see more of that, come out tomorrow, 11 o'clock.
11:30.
11:30 to the South Carolina Poultry Festival here in Batesburg-Leesville. That's hashtag Watch This. We've got more guests with Destiny coming up.
Live from the Skywatch Weather Center is Lauren Oleski with your weather forecast.
That was incredible. Very job well done. Let's take a look at our temperatures, though. Back in the Midlands, 67 degrees in Columbia right now, 66 in Lexington and in Sumter, so temperatures are starting to warm up for us. Skywatch Doppler radar showing you that spin with Anna, but it's kind of sucking in a little bit of some drier air, so we're not seeing as much rain out there right now. But there are still warnings and watches issued. We've got that tropical storm warning for the coastal waters of South Carolina. The coastal counties of South Carolina and into the Outer Banks have tropical storm watches, and then that small craft advisory issued for other parts of the coastal waters because of the elevated wind speeds, which then kind of pick up and churn all the water there. So if you had plans this weekend maybe to go to the beaches, maybe change them and go out west where it'll be a little bit nicer. Mountain Rest, South Carolina at the Chattooga River. Lots to do out there. River, you can go rafting, you can go zip lining. The forecast looks nice for the weekend. Temperatures in the mid-80s across the region. Plenty of sun out there as well. So might be a good thing to do if you want to maybe get away from any of the rain that you might see if you were planning on heading to the beaches this weekend. It'll be pretty windy down there, though. So today, a mix of clouds and some sun. A passing shower is possible, but I do think better rain chances will return for your Saturday, and that's when Anna gets a little bit closer to the coast. So you can see a scattered shower is possible for tomorrow afternoon, and once Anna makes landfall likely early on Sunday, we could see another shower moving into parts of the state. How much rain are we expecting? Well, obviously our friends down near the coast will be seeing more rain. It looks like over an inch there. This is through Monday. Could be seeing up to 0.2 inches in Columbia. I'll keep tracking it for you. Staying cloudy overnight with a couple showers possible. Sunset is at 8:12.
Thanks so much, Lauren. Well, still to come on Good Day Columbia. We're taking a look at what it's like to be a firefighter in Batesburg-Leesville. It's a day in the life up next. Welcome back to Good Day Columbia. All morning long, we've been live in your town and in a town like this in Batesburg-Leesville. With just a few thousand people, a job isn't just a job. It's part of the community. Now, take a look at the fire chief, for example, there. He's a third-generation firefighter, and for him, the people he works with to protect that community aren't just his co-workers, they're family. Our photojournalist Ryan Berge brings us this special story, a day in the life of a Batesburg-Leesville firefighter.
From fires to wrecks to medical emergencies, fire departments are constantly going out and serving our neighbors, but it's more than that. It's going to the neighbor's house to make sure they have proper protection with smoke alarms and CO alarms. It's lifting a person who's fallen and just needs help getting up. It's taking care of your neighbors.
Our shift starts at 7 a.m. We typically come in, just prior to 7. We do what we call a shift swap. We do a pass down, and we typically start our daily chores at 7:30, which consists of our daily truck checks, equipment checks, any maintenance we need to do on equipment, maintain our hydrant system in town. We always out testing hydrants, putting up smoke detectors and whatnot. And that's a typical day. We work till 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon. After that, we try to catch up on reports and whatnot. Our day just depends on how many calls we run, how busy we are. And if we have a structure fire, whatever station, we have 2 stations, station 25 and 26. The typical structure fire call, we'll take out an engine from each station and a tanker. Typically we have 8 to 10 to 12 volunteers show up on a structure fire, and things typically work out pretty well.
Being a firefighter is more important than just the actions of an emergency scene. It's going out and taking care of the community. The lights and sirens are the exciting part of the job, but there's so much more to the job than just the rushing to the emergency. In a volunteer department, volunteers who have a job and have a career outside of the fire service, it's them taking care of their neighbors and loving their community, and I believe that's what makes Batesburg-Leesville and Batesburg-Leesville Fire Department special.
Make sure you stay with us. Good Day Columbia. We'll be back in your town, back in Batesburg-Leesville, talking about a pretty cool program called Talk to the Hand. A lot of cute kids out there this morning that are getting ready to show you what they can do. We'll be back in just a minute.
Hello and welcome back to Good Day Columbia. We're in Batesburg-Leesville right now, and I'm talking with Jana, and she is one of the teachers here that teaches sign language, and they're going to perform, her kids are going to perform a sign language song to the Star Spangled Banner. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
The students that you're going to see are in Talk to the Hands, a sign language club at Batesburg-Leesville Primary School and Batesburg-Leesville Elementary School. We've had the club for several years now, and the kids have been learning the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem, and they're very excited to show it to everyone today. And they'll also be part of the opening ceremonies tomorrow for the Poultry Festival.
Okay, we're going to let Miss Jana go ahead and set up for that while the kids get ready to do the sign language. So good. As you can see, lots of practice. She told me that they do practice once a week before school every week, and they can join the club at any time. So right now we're going to check in with meteorologist Lauren Oleski, who's back live in the studio in downtown Columbia. Hey, Lauren, how is the weather looking?
Live from the SkyWatch Weather Center is Lauren Oleski with your weather forecast.
Good morning, Destiny. Good morning, everyone. That was awesome. A great job out there. We've got a pretty clear sky, and as I'm sure you just saw out in Batesburg-Leesville, it's a little sunny out there. Well, yeah, that's how we're starting off our morning. We have a pretty nice day ahead. Most of the impacts from our first named system, subtropical storm Ana, will be felt along the coast because it's going to kind of stay a little bit out to sea for the day. A shower is possible today. It'll be scattered and light if anything pops up, but better rain chances will likely be returning tomorrow. Let's take a look at the latest on subtropical storm Ana. So there's a little bit of dry air kind of getting wrapped in there, so you can see there's not really too much rain associated with this right now. 45-mile-per-hour sustained winds still, but it's stationary, which means it is not moving. So you'll see that on our future watch as I set this in motion for you. Notice some showers kind of moving into the state. So again, we could see a brief scattered shower today, but I think better rain chances, in fact, return to the forecast tomorrow. And then again, you could see a brief passing shower for your Sunday. So partly cloudy sky today, maybe a shower. Tomorrow and Sunday, likely the same thing, but maybe a couple more clouds in the mix. Better rain chances will actually return to the forecast by Monday of this week. That's because of a cold front that's going to be moving in our direction. Drying out, but warming up. Look at by Tuesday, we're going to go up to about 90 degrees for the afternoon high temperature, with that that cold front, I should say, warming quite a bit ahead of it. And once it passes through, we'll cool off a little. But better rain chances will then return back to the forecast by Thursday. So we'll keep tracking on for you throughout the rest of your day and the rest of your weekend. Stay with us. We're going to wrap things up on Good Day Columbia after the break.
Good day, Columbia, everyone, and unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. We've had a great time all morning long.
Yes. So much.
Broadcasting live from Batesburg-Leesville, learning a lot about the culture, learning a lot about the history, Tyler.
Yes.
Former president.
That's right. The first president coming through eating right here, Miss Louise Riley, give us all the history of Batesburg-Leesville. Very cool thing.
And Courtney, you know, athletes. Tell us about all the athletes, some that came out of Batesburg.
We were talking about during the sports segment, kind of that Friday Night Lights feel, kind of the small town, but they really take their sports seriously, their high school football. We talked with Terrence Wilson. If you missed the segments, go to our website, our YouTube page. We talked about his recruiting as he moves on and how growing up in a small town shaped him as an athlete.
That's pretty cool. And Joe.
Yeah.
Joe the monkey man.
You're the monkey man from now on.
Team Ghost Riders. I tell you, if you've got nothing to do this weekend, you need to come to the Poultry Festival just to see a monkey herd sheep while riding a dog.
Seriously,
I mean,
no
it's
lie.
pretty cool. And we had a chance with them. Also, Destiny and Courtney got a chance to ride the festival rides all by themselves.
Did you really? Did you scream like girls? Oh, well,
They could hear us. Couldn't y'all hear us? Me and Courtney, we went on the Ferris wheel, and what was that other one called?
Freak Out.
Is that
Freak Out.
I was at Sheely's barbecue, guys, and I heard something. Was that
No,
you?
that was Tyler. It went
I want to go on the freak out after.
We got to do it.
You can't handle it.
You can't eat really?
Well,
Well, aside from the rides, I mean, the kids were wonderful. They did the Star Spangled Banner in sign language, which, you know, took them maybe 3 months to learn. That's what one of the teachers said, who was a sign language teacher. So, rich history. They're very proud. Expected to be 100,000 people here. Should be
Wow,
a
that's
cool
gonna be a big day.
festival.
Joe, can you chicken call for us? Can you do that
Go
chicken
ahead.
call?
That was impressive.
That one really was that guy.
He was pretty good. But I will tell you, next week, we're going to do it all over again in another location.
Yeah, that's right. We'll be in Camden, South Carolina. Folks, of course, Good Day Columbia. We're doing a lot of these, your hometowns. We're going to be there showcasing what Camden has to offer as well as Kershaw County. So if you want us to be in your town, send us an email so we can bring the crew over and we'll have a great time. And of course, we talked to Dr. Randall Gary, the new superintendent. We also talked to Lexington County Sheriff, the new sheriff, Jay Kuhn, who was here. He talked about some great stuff. So once again, thank you all for joining us. All the production crew, Kevin, behind the camera, Chris, Alex, Jason,
the other
Kitchell,
Alex.
everyone. Yeah, the other Alex, everybody.
We appreciate it very
Thank
much.
you all so much.
Hours of preparation.
People.
Yes.
All right, there you are, guys.
Yeah.
Guys, have an awesome weekend. We're back live and local here on Good Day Columbia Monday morning starting at 5. All back in the studio again, I suppose.
And those were the kids that were doing the sign language performance. They look so happy and sweet and cute. We're so proud of them.
All right, guys. Well, have a good weekend. We are live and local. Thank you. Don't forget the Poultry Festival this weekend at Batesburg-Leesville.